to this MX Pro video training program. My name is Jack Culp, and I'm a professional in the video business. We're in a broadcast television studio today to welcome you to this training tape about the MX Pro. The MX Pro represents an exciting breakthrough in high performance for a video mixer at an affordable price.
MX Pro engineers have worked hard to develop a fantastic professional video mixer. It has such features as 4-input synchronized switcher, pictures in pictures, PIP, an effects generator, a time-based corrector, digital mixer with compose, audio mixer, color corrector, chroma key, 10-bit video resulting in great picture quality, digital video upgrade path, and other special effects. In big video production setups, the MX Pro allows you to connect more than one video source. You can mix VCRs, camcorders, video disc players, cameras, title generators, graphic systems to create that professional polished look. What's really great is that MX Pro supports low-budget AA roll editing too. You can still create interesting transitions using a single source. MX Pro can also be used in live camera setups. Imagine being able to switch from 4 cameras with a variety of special effects on the fly. Please note that MX Pro is not an edit controller, but a wonderful special effects generator that will enhance your productions.
Ready to get started? Good. Let's begin. In your MX Pro shipping package, you'll have an MX Pro unit, power adapter and cord, and a user's guide. Depending upon the configuration of your editing studio, you'll most likely hook up your system something like this.
Begin by plugging in the unit. Connect a preview monitor to the back of the unit where it is labeled Preview Out. Connect the output to your Record VCR's input jacks. Remember to include both the video and audio cables. Now you have a preview monitor set up and proper connections to your record machine. The remaining connections are for those sources of video you'll be using to mix to and from. We'll be using 2 videotape sources and a camera and a title generator. In your case, it may be different depending upon your setup. Once we've hooked everything up, power up and look closely at the preview screen. On the top row of icons, you'll see the sources as labeled A, B, C, and D. When you use the MX Pro right out of the box, it's factory set to expect video signals using an S-Video YC connector. If you're using composite video instead, you'll need to change the MX Pro routing function. Here's how that's done. On the front panel, push the Route button. You'll see the preview screen will look like this. Notice the 4 inputs listed at the top. Below that, you'll see the 4 input settings. Input 1 shows that the video input is set to S-Video. By using the left-right arrow keys, we can change the video input from S-Video to composite. Continue pressing the left-right arrow to change the video source input. Using the up-down arrow key, we'll change the audio input to a different audio source. By pressing the next button at the top of the front panel, you can change the input settings for your other sources. Once complete, press the Route button again to exit and return to normal operation. The preview input should now be visible. The input icons update their image several times a second. To check out the system using 2 different inputs, just run the demo program. Press Shift plus Demo and watch examples of various transitions between the current and next sources. Press any key to stop the demo. Notice when you run the demo, both your preview and your program screens simultaneously run the output of your show. This is because we wanted producers on a budget to be able to use one screen if necessary. However, we strongly recommend a 2-monitor setup. If you need more help in setting up your system, please consult your user guide. Making your transitions is lots of fun and easy. When you press one of the cut buttons, a small light below the button glows steadily. This tells you what source the program output is on. When you press the Next Source button, the small light above will blink to indicate it's the next source for your transition. On the preview monitor, notice when we press a yellow bar indicates that A is our current source now being displayed, and a green bar indicates that B is the next source, ready to be seen next. By pressing the play button, you'll notice that the green and yellow bar have switched position on the preview screen. To set up different transitions, just press either the vertical or horizontal buttons to change the transition effect. The Videonics MXPro has over 500 transitions built in. Here's a wipe, squeeze, bounce, compression, and more. To execute the transition, simply press play. If you'd like to change the speed, use the round speed button and press it to increase the speed. The speed number changes below the transition icon. 0 is the slowest speed and 9 is the fastest. Pressing Shift plus speed decreases the number. You can also use the take bar to run transitions manually. Just set up the event and move the transition bar manually. Sometimes it's a hassle to toggle down to find a specific transition. If you know the number, just punch that number in and press OK. Your transition will be automatically called up and ready to go. MXPro also categorizes transitions into 5 major groups. They are User, Basic, Edges, Trailing, and Shapes. When you press one of the buttons, the content of the Transitions menu changes on the preview screen. Let's press the Trailing button. Notice the Transitions menu displays a different set of transition icons. By pushing the arrow keys, you can select the transition you want to use. Press OK, then use the play button or the T-bar to run the transition.
We've now worked our way around getting familiar with the MXPro and basic connections. You're ready to move on now to the next part, dealing with basic operations. You're already familiar with many of the buttons on the MXPro. Here's some others you'll need to know and where they're located.
In the upper right is the Video Audio selector. This button allows you to determine if video, audio, or both are selected during a transition. The joystick provides an easy way to make fine adjustments for color correction, picture-in-picture, and compose modes. Next to the power switch is a convenient headphone jack to listen to the audio portion of your transitions. Please note in the default setup, the audio will always follow the sources and speed of your transition. The control buttons are the round ones next to the keypad. You may reverse transitions, change their speed, modify background color, change border color, and border style. The Shift button works in conjunction with other buttons to modify other functions. Use the OK button to indicate to the MXPro you have completed an operation. Look at the preview screen once again. Notice that Channel A has the speaker and headphone icon highlighted. This means that the current audio being played is from source A. In the upper corner of the preview screen is the color selector. The number on the left tells you the border style. The number on the top indicates background color, and the last one tells you the border color. You can cycle through all available colors by using buttons. Please be aware that when you set border style to 0, the border color does not appear in the color selector window. This is because the borders are turned off. If you already know the border style you want, a quick way to call up the style is by pressing the Style button and its associated number. A really excellent feature is to be able to create custom colors using the joystick. For instance, to create a custom color, press Background Color and press Learn plus Background Color. These key combinations activate the Learn Color mode. The Video Audio selector blinks to indicate you're in Create Custom Colors. Moving the T-bar will adjust luminance or brightness of the color. The joystick adjusts the color value. When you're happy with your selections, press OK to lock in your choice. If you change your mind, press Shift+0 to go back to the original color. The concept of current and next sources is fundamental to the proper operation of the MX Pro. The current source will always be the one that is being output to your record VCR. The next source will be the one that is on deck ready to go. Keeping these sources straight in your mind is particularly important if you are switching a live program with multiple sources. So if you wanted to transition from A to B to C, you would press A on the top row and then B on the bottom. Push the play button. Then press C on the bottom row so its light is flashing, and once again press play. Now you've made the transition from A to B to C. Notice when you press play between two sources, the transition will go back and forth between the two and not automatically advance to the next source. Sometimes when you make transitions, it's nice to have different border styles. Please note, the zero border style means that borders and edges are turned off. To adjust the border style, select which border style number you want by pressing the border style button and a number. Let's pick 4. Now select a shape transition of 557 and move the T-bar to midpoint. Pressing Learn plus Border Style lets you select the border type you want, either soft edge, hard edge, or drop shadow. Press Learn plus up-down arrow keys to soften or harden the border edges. For colored borders, using the Learn plus right-left arrows, adjust the border thickness. Learn plus up-down arrow softens the border. Finally, for drop shadows, pressing Learn plus any arrow key repositions the drop shadow. Now that we've created a new border style, let's apply it to a transition. Here's how that's done. While the preview screen is displayed, press Border Style plus a number. The range is from 1 to 9. Select the shape we just created, which is number 4, and select an appropriate transition number. It's always a good idea to write down in a log the border style numbers for future reference. This is especially important if you are going to be switching a live show and want to call up a style without having to try it first. MX Pro automatically stores the border that's available until you change it again.
That wraps it up for our video about using the MX Pro. We hope that you've enjoyed our program and that we've helped you maximize the value of your purchase.
If you have any further questions, please refer to your MX Pro User's Guide.
This concludes our video. Thanks for watching, and once again, welcome to the exciting world of MX Pro.